Welcome to Story Time with Grammy Field. Today's book is called Pirate Princess. It's by Sedepta, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name, Bardhan-Quallen, illustrated by Jill McIlmary. Princess Bee was not the kind of princess you'd expect. She wasn't proper or refined, her clothes not quite correct. She didn't like to dress in lace or silk, brocade or chintz, and especially she couldn't face a life wed to some prince. Instead, she wished for other things. Not fancy or frou-frou. No, Princess Bee felt piratey was just the thing she would do. But how on earth could Princess Bee track down a pirate crew? And though she dreamed of salt and sea, her dreams could not come true. Until one day, Bee strolled along the dock, and as she neared the ship, the sight she saw was quite a shock. A real live pirate ship. At last, I'll bid my throne adieu. Bee laughed and climbed on board. She called out, "Yo ho ho, yo ho! Ahoy there, pirate horde!" Wait, I don't know what she's saying. She's ahoy. The swarthy crew turned at the sound. They spied her on their deck. "Avast!" they cried. They stared and frowned. They grabbed her by the neck. The Captain Jack glared. "Look at her!" He barked, "Why are you here?" Bert curtsied, then said, "Please, kind sir, make me a buccaneer." The crew began to snort and swear. "Let's get to work," Jack roared. "If you don't earn your keep, take care. We'll toss you overboard." He added, "You will help us sail." "I'll do it all," Bee touted. Jack handed her a mop and pail. "Go swab the deck," he shouted. It wasn't her dream pirate job. "The mop is gross," griped Bee. Her shoulders throbbed, and yet Bee sobbed, "A pirate's life for me." Soon weary Bee stopped for a break, but left the bucket out, which proved to be a big mistake when Jack tripped with a shout. The suds dripped down from Jack's dark beard. The crew began to smirk. Bee shrugged. Jack glared. She volunteered. "I'll do some other work." You'd be our cooking wench," Jack cried. "So get down to the galley." "Aye, aye," Captain Bee replied. "I will not dilly-dally." Oh, dear. Okay, we've got squid tentacles, we've got salt, we got stinky fish, more salt, an old boot, dried up lemons, moldy potatoes, root beer, and even more salt. This is what she found down in the galley. So Bee prepared a stew in haste. She chopped and stirred and cooked. She was quite sure of its great taste, despite the way it looked. The captain took a hearty bite. The mates and swabs did too. They chewed and munched and then went white, spit out their food. Phew! I have a feeling they didn't like it. Jack roared, "Climb to the crow's nest, Bee. You can't do harm from there." He added, "Keep watch on the sea, but fail and beware." "Another chance," cried Bee. "Oh, yes, I'll do it right, you'll see. Bee climbed as wind blew through her dress. A pirate's life for me. The crow's nest swayed with every gust, a gentle rocking motion. Bee clutched the mast, and then he hoved into the ocean. She got sick over the ocean, into the ocean. The captain yelled, "Disgusting! Yuck!" He ordered, "Come on down now. You spoiled the food. You wrecked the deck. We've soiled from stern to prow." It's prow, not prow. "Our pirate ship is truly fouled. We have but ye to thank." The captain's face grew dark. He growled, "It's time you walked the plank." Then Bee was circled by the crew, their swords aimed at her neck. They dragged her past the nasty stew, across the unswabbed deck. The captain shouted, "Say your prayers." Bee did as she was told. She stepped, then stopped, and sniffed the air. "I think I'm smelling gold." The captain asked her, "Are you sure?" He glowed in displeasure. But Bee just smiled back, sweet and pure. A princess knows her treasure. They sailed off toward the lonely shore, through waters crystal clear. Bee picked a spot, then turned and roared, "Heave ho! Drop anchor here!" The crew fought through the leafy trees. They pushed back vines and twigs. At last Bee dropped down to her knees and said, "Me mates, let's dig." The crew cried, "Aye," at Bee's command. The men rolled up their sleeves. They excavated dirt and sand and rocks and roots and leaves. They tilled and toiled the whole day through. The sun set in the west. Bee checked the hole and shouted, "Ooh, we found a treasure chest." What do you think they found? The captain cried, "Why blow me down?" He gaped at all the loot, the gold doldrums, the ruby crowns, and diamonds rings to boot. "Ye are a pirate," Jack declared. "You have a nose for treasure." Bee stood up tall with shoulders squared. She beamed, "Sir, it's my pleasure." The pirates learned to love Bee, though the lass still couldn't cook. Her swab the deck skills did not grow. The crew learned not to look. The pirates followed Bee's keen nose across the 7 seas. Each day they hollered, "We all knows this pirate life's for Bee." And that's the end of the story. Thank you for joining me for story time.